Support for City Series Boys Football is provided by the Akron Public Schools Career Education Department at 330-761-3131 or apscareers.com.
Welcome again to a daytime version of APS 15 high school football within the City Series here as we have the Garfield Rams coming here to the Buchtel Griffins home here in Buchtel. Should have a great matchup here tonight as both teams kind of right in that lower first tier, trying to get in the top tier, second, third, kind of right there, both of them here. We've seen Buchtel before in the past. Played well, got their black unis on with some red accents with the shoes, the shirts, and the pants. On the other side, the white Rams are in the regular colors, and the football has fallen, folks.
Yeah,
it is a bit windy out as we welcome Joe Buchansky alongside me, Dave Schick.
Yeah, both teams coming in here undefeated in series play. The Rams 2-3 overall. We've had them for both of their City Series victories. We'll have them a third time today. Buchtel, we had them last week, or a couple weeks ago against Firestone. Got their first win of the season after that murderous non-conference schedule they play on the first kickoff.
Grant picks the ball up at the 18-yard line and comes on out on kind of a ball that jumped right into his stomach. A good return. He gets to the 42-yard line, and the Rams will take over on offense here as we get the first quarter clock underway. Good kick there by the Griffins.
And I'd say, Dave, the difference between this year's Rams squad and previous year's squads is they do have big play capability. We've seen a lot of struggling offenses in the past few years, especially in this game. They just couldn't keep up with the playmakers of Buchtel. Today, will they be able to make those big plays that we've seen in their victories this year?
And they start with Trayvon Shepard, their quarterback, in the backfield. Looking for the snap. It is very cold and a bit wet down there on the field. And I think we're going to see a lot of what we just saw there and running the ball in between the tackles.
Yeah, not a quick track today.
So they have no gain on that for 2nd and 10. Their playmakers, as Joe alluded to, certainly starts with Trayvon Shepard under center, have their running back tandems of Jatarius Grant and Darian Powers. And they also have a good receiving core that is quite large. And big targets out on the outside. Devontae Lash and Nolan Palmer.
They like to get the ball to Grant in space. He's been real good in the return game as well.
2nd and 12. Shepard, hard count. No one moves. Rolls right. Has time. Looking. Nothing there. Needs some more time. Throws the short check down pass. It's going to be caught for 5 yards, but they are going to list it as incomplete.
Or
Palmer targeted. Well, down here said it was a catch, and up there said it wasn't. Different vantage.
We thought it was, but
didn't make a football move.
Nobody really opened there. He stuck it in the safe route, but number 10, Nolan Palmer, could not secure it and bring it in all the way before it was jarred out of bounds. 3rd and 10 now for the Rams.
Is Devontae Lash. Only split out receiver. Shepard in the backfield. Rolling right, not looking his way, looking for that crossing pattern again. Go on the long route this time. Catch by Grant, and that'll be a first down, a gain of about 20. Kind of guessing because it's hard to read the numbers here, but from the 40 to the, where are they going to spot him at?
Looks like it's at about
23. 23. So a little bigger than I originally expected, but 1st and 10 on the first down and the passing play. The main one that we've seen so far for a gain. Shepard not in the backfield now. We have Powers looking for the direct snap. He takes it, goes left, stutters, comes through the line.
Maybe a yard.
And he'll get a yard, 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that was great patience by Shepard on that play. Nobody really came open, waited for Grant to come across the field on that drag route, and he got just a little bit of spacing. Didn't really get open, but the pass was right on the money and in stride. Big 3rd down conversion for the Rams here early on.
So if you look at the difference in formation. You have Shepard here in the slot, Powers in the backfield taking quarterback duties. Shepard has Alonzo Wallace next to him.
They're missing somebody. Yeah.
And we're going to take a timeout with some problems with substitutions and who's
It
supposed
looks
to be where. But it's
looks like somebody on the left
formation.
side. Maybe Powers like, there's not an end on the left side here. He looked to that left side twice, and he kind of half-hearted. He's like, should we take a timeout? And then he said, yeah, we better take a timeout here. Because they got 4 guys there, and that's where I'm supposed to run, and there's only 2 to block.
Also, they kind of show the formation of a trick play moving Shepard out of the backfield and into the slot. 9:46 left here in the first quarter. They take a timeout. Want to let you know City Series football right here on APS 15, supported by Akron Public Schools, offering the Universal Breakfast Program to ensure a free breakfast for every student. Akron Public Schools at akronschools.com. 2nd and 9 as they set up off the timeout.
As you mentioned, key playmaker. Their workhorse this year has been our City Series player of the game, 2-way performer, Darian Powers. Two consecutive weeks that we've had him. He's kind of just been the guy that's taken over. He takes a lot of Wildcat snaps.
Yep, same setup here as you see them in motion. Palmer moving to the right or the top of your screen. Powers rolls right, looking to pass, cuts back in. Lots of pressure in the backfield and taken down for a 3-yard loss. The tackle by Darian McGinnis of the Griffins. Good pressure coming through. And Powers can't get away from him.
It looks like they wanted to throw it there with Powers, and we've seen him complete a couple passes. Completed a long touchdown pass on a halfback option last week against Kenmore when we had them in our coverage. 3rd and long again. They converted last time with the pass. It's a little bit confusion.
Lash and Wallace coming now in next to Lash in tight. Shepard now again taking snaps, takes it, fakes the handoff on the play action, looking deep. Pressure behind him, he doesn't see it, loses the football. He's got a fumble, I'm not sure that they've got it. I think we're going Griffin's way as he went kind of right over top of it. On the run there, Antonio Sanders kind of flopped right over the ball. He and, Bryce Johnson, I went right over it.
Nope.
So they did get it
58
back.
on a recovery for Garfield.
He went over it, but the backside helped him as
Bryce
the ball
Johnson
was in there and around it moved. So 4th down and 12 now.
Yeah,
from the 39-yard line.
We felt the pressure. We saw the hit. Too bad Trayvon Shepard did not. But
on his blind side.
And that's a big recovery because it gives you a chance now to flip the field with 20, 30 yards of field position. We'll see what Jataris Grant can do with the punt here.
Grant looking to punt it away. Good snap into his hands. Pressure was there, but he kicks it away. And a great kick. Goes out at the 10-yard line.
Waking up some cheerleaders while he did it.
Hey, wake up.
Excellent.
It's a 12 o'clock game.
Excellent directional kick. Only about 28 yards on the punt. But again, that recovery saves them about 30 yards of field position.
And as we say, the 12 o'clock game here on a Saturday.
Love it.
The darkness of all the clouds. It does kind of look like about 6 o'clock.
Yeah, it's not
we're
ideal.
We're going to stay this way through the whole time through the game. No lights today. So now the Griffins on a long field situation take over at the 10-yard line. At the bottom of your screen, you'll have Ronald Gable and Jamie Rogers in motion coming down. Looking to throw, right side, man right open if he can get there, but he overthrows him by about 10 yards. Pass intended for Jamie Rogers.
Yeah, locked in on the one guy, but you had number 16, Michael McConnelly, wide open up the seam, but he locked on his outside receiver, did Rucker, and actually really good coverage out there by the Rams. Nolan Palmer getting over. Not fooled on the play action. We saw Buchtel do that last week. Went deep on the first play as well.
So now setting up 2nd and 10. As he said, Eric Rucker at the running back position comes to the line, breaks a tackle, spins around, and he will have a 9-yard gain on the carry.
Yeah, Juan Decatur with a big run. Bounced off a couple.
Decatur on the run.
Just short of a first down. We'll give them 9 on that one, partner. Or they might measure.
And we are going to measure. They want to take a look at it.
What do you think?
I thought it was short originally. When he fell, just because the spin move he wasn't able to extend. He kind of fell as it was tucked in tight.
Oh man, I think it's a little short. Little short. Not a yard though. Yeah, it's short. About a half yard short. Oh, come on, guys. You need to measure that.
Eye it up. Come on.
So 3rd and short now for the Griffs.
Hey.
We might see the same play right back to Decatur.
Their other running back that we'll see, Marquez Sams.
Mm-hmm.
Last time we covered them, did well out of the backfield.
They'll also use some of their guys on the jet sweeps.
7:27 here in the first quarter. They set up now 3rd and short. 3rd down and 1 yard as Rucker looked it over, and they go right in between, and that will be enough for a first down. And that's going to be Maurice Spencer.
Yeah, the fullback.
Found my roster from last week.
You know they'll spread it out.
Oh, I haven't seen him, but rosters
Needed
here
one,
pretty
got
well.
2.
Clock is going. Approaching 7 minutes. Bottom of your screen, you're going to have Jamie Rogers. And they're coming that way. But he slips in the backfield in the mud pile. And Juan Decanter is going to get a loss of 2.
And that is why today you got to be clean with your ball handling, because those type of negative plays that won't usually happen
And more decisive
are going to happen on occasion.
More decisive on your running, especially in the middle of the field. Can't make that stutter step, that cut.
Yeah, from about the 30 to the 30, especially, and right in the middle, it is where we got a lot of mud, especially right at midfield.
Rucker looking it over, I formation, 2nd and 12. Looking to hand the ball off. No, fakes around in the end around, hands the ball off, going around the corner. Good pressure there, but he gets by him. But he still doesn't get any yards gained. Tavares Bushner on the tackle. On the run, Bobby Jackson? No.
Flip it.
Maurice Spencer. So he does get 2 yards. Sets up 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, both Grant and Mason coming up to lay the wood right there.
And really slowed him down in the backfield.
That play took too long to develop, and with these conditions, he just didn't get to it. But he still made a couple nice moves. I thought he was going to get hemmed way in.
Good discipline for the Rams, staying in position. That last play, this time he rolls right. Completed pass for a first down, turns. Off he goes. He's going to be at the 50, 45, down at the 44-yard line as Coach Powers is there to congratulate him. And Darren McGinnis on the catch underneath for the first down.
Flynn.
Sorry, Flynn.
I got you.
So Flynn with the catch.
No.
Flynn's going to go to the top of your screen now.
Gain of 33 on 3rd and long, so both squads now completing pass plays on 3rd and long.
First down and 10. Rucker hands the ball off.
Big hole.
Center, very big hole.
Big hole.
10 yards.
Oh, another
20,
slip.
And he keeps going. He's got one man to beat. He cuts back inside, and he's going to do it. Great running by the Griffins, and he's able to get in. DeAndre Angras with the touchdown.
Wow.
And that's going to go from the 44-yard line. About the 44-yard line. So a 44-yard run off his first carry in the game, and he gets the TD on it, goes up 6-0.
He had no problem. Must have the long cleats on, because he had no problem with a couple cutback moves where it looked like Garfield was slipping. One thing in these conditions, the offense kind of knows where they're going, and the defense has to react. So sometimes you see more slippage out of the defense.
And a bigger advantage to the offense when they can make decisive cutting while running like that. You could see it right there. Setting up for the extra point.
And as we said, to eliminate these big
the
plays
holder
from
is
Buchtel.
going to be Hugh Cade. High snap, gets it down, kick is
Blocked.
up, but blocked.
Palmer got in there and shut that down, keep it at a 6-0 game.
So stays at 6-0.
So you hem them down, and on back-to-back plays, they get 33 and 44, and that's how Buchtel will get to you and take care of business, as they do here early on in the first quarter.
Devin West on the kicker, getting it blocked, although not necessarily his fault, not part of the high snap or the pressure coming through, but couldn't get it up and over the line, so it stays 6-0 here. It's the first score at 5:15 here in the first quarter. Looking to kick it back off here.
Well, Buchtel again showing Dave why they expect to be back, and we expect them to be at or on top of the City Series standings as they jump out to a quick lead here. Big possession for Garfield. Try to answer, avoid that 3 and out.
And again, kind of the same thing we saw last week here at Buchtel, as just not a lot of space. We saw it also at Kenmore too, just not as much space for players.
On the sidelines?
Yeah, on the sidelines.
It doesn't matter if they have space, they always crowd though.
Again,
close to the action.
Getting a warning from the umpire. Kick is going to come down, runs up to it at the 20-yard line, comes left side, has the line there, but he's going to go out at the 38-yard line. So the wind blew all my papers away.
Well, Jatarius Grant, he's shown his skill as a receiver and certainly as a returner, as he seemingly did a great job, which we've watched so many high school players not do, is they let that ball drop and play the bounce. He got it in the air and probably saved his team about 10 or 15 yards with a good return, good field position for them again.
So now they set off again. Has some success through the air. And it looks like so tough because you have Shepard and Powers in the backfield, but it looks like Shepard is the one looking to receive the snap. He does. Looks left, not there.
Oh,
looks left
double
on
move.
The double move. It's up there, and he has to go up and get it. Can he get it?
Wow.
He did. Complete
Size.
at the 34-yard line. You can see the advantage you have when you're 6'3". Devontae Lash, the senior at 175 pounds, was kind of behind the defender but jumped right at the peak of where he needed to grab that ball. And Shepard completes another pass. 27-yard completion for him as they move into Buchtel territory. So
and Cade played bump and run on him and really wasn't beat. It was just Lash using that height advantage. I'd run that play about 6 times a day if I'm Garfield.
Shepard takes it on the counter, hands off to Powers, who will get 3 yards and set up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, you can't go away from your bread and butter, but you can see Buchtel's got 8 to 9 guys in the box. They are daring you to go over top. We trust our athletes out in space. We're going to get out. We're going to bump you. We're going to get to the quarterback, and if you can protect the quarterback, you can beat them deep on occasion. But they have good DB. When you have good DBs, you can play man to man. It really allows your linebackers to kind of roam free. Look how close. 8 guys within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Powers now taking the snap here.
Oh, movement on the left side.
Movement.
But and then another flag after that. That's going to be a 5 and I think a 15. Actually, 3 hankies down.
Last time running the ball, Powers was stopped by O'Shea Foster. Defensive line. Looking for the call here. Trying to stretch our time a little bit because we don't know what it is yet.
The 5-yarder is bad. You got to avoid the 15-yarders. This is the one. That's the one you got to avoid. The 5-yarder hurts you. The 15-yarders kill you.
Combine those together and you get
a 20-yard penalty really hurts you against a good defense.
2nd and 28 now.
Look at your math today. You are bam.
So now you're.
You must have got a good night's sleep.
I had a great breakfast I made for
What'd you
the
have?
family.
I had banana nut Cheerios. Pretty good.
We had
pretty good, but not as good as yours, I'm sure.
Homemade French toast.
Oh, I thought you'd go with
eggs.
pumpkin pancakes, man.
We had that last week. I had them out, and I was like, my wife's not as big.
He's bumping so much he's almost off sides.
Yeah. He came back off. Now he has. Shepard looking at him, looking over top for him. Right there, as we saw at the bottom of our screen. He comes back for the great play. And knocks it down is Hugh Cade the third.
Cade was beat,
5'10",
but he did a nice job of
170.
getting the hand in there. Yeah, he's
right as the ball was delivered, pass intended for Devontae Lash.
they're going at him.
They needed the big play there. Even if he would have caught it and was tackled, would have got him back the 20 yards that you needed off the big penalty.
Yeah, you had the one receiver go on the arrow route, and then Lash kind of ran the soft post there. Now 3rd and 27, so what do you do if you're Garfield? Do you go deep again, or do you run a draw play?
We're going to see maybe a release a little bit. Let the line through and try and get it to Powers maybe. Shepard doesn't have time for anything, has to take it himself. He'll gain 5 on the run, and we'll make 4th down and 23.
With that pressure, it almost looked like a screen. It almost looked like they were letting him through. But that's one thing. A lot of teams with 3rd and 27, they'll sit in like a prevent, or they'll sit and just play coverage. The Buchtel's can come at you. They're going to try to make a big play with their defense, which I like. I hate the prevent. I like. You got speed. Why sit back? Use it. Terrence Grant going to punt again. Try to pin him inside the 20 for the 2nd time. Hugh Cade back to return. We've seen him return one for a touchdown already.
Away.
Another good directional punt.
Had a little pressure, but he kind of slipped on that kick, that other down foot. And it's going to be at about the 22-yard line, and we'll either get it from there.
Yeah, not as good as the last one. We'll give him.
He was in that mud area in the center part of the field, and you could see when he kicked it, kind of slipped out from his footing. So probably lost a little bit of leg on it that way.
Yeah, not as good, but you have to directional kick against Buchtel. It takes the return game out of it. Even if you give up 5 or 10 yards on those punts, no chance to return means no chance to be chasing big-time returners, which they always have a good return game.
You saw what they did last time in the open field. Jamie Rogers up top with Ronell Gable at the bottom of your screen. Rucker under center. Takes the snap, hands it off, into the line, and down he goes. Great tackle by Sean Calhoun.
We called his name a ton last week, too. Run stopper, Sean Calhoun.
Good job baiting his man off the tackle. He's also got the high shoulder pads that make him look like he's just the bruiser that he is, you know. Like no one else has the high shoulder pads but him.
He's got the right build for like an interior lineman, too. Big and squatty.
5'10", 300 pounds, the senior.
He's playing a lot of nose guard there, and he's been winning a lot of battles last couple of weeks.
Sending Rogers up in the motion, but they don't hand it off to him. They hand it off to DeCanter.
Yeah.
And DeCanter will get about 3 yards on the carry.
Nice job on the counter action. Nolan Palmer did a nice job coming up making the stop in run support, because it looked like they had a couple blockers out there to the left side. Nope. Another 3rd and long for the Griffs. They converted the last one, and it led to a touchdown the next play.
3rd down and 6. Rucker under center, checking over the defense, and the line almost too fast. Has pressure coming, steps up, has pressure again, steps up again, but can't get away from the 3rd pressure coming from right behind him as he goes down. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
I always said good athletic quarterbacks can get away from one, but when it's multiple guys, you can only get away so long. He did a nice job to get to the line of scrimmage. But
Antonio Morris, I believe, on the tackle. Is that
real
right?
good job by the Garfield defense to force the 3 and out.
Had pressure coming from Clyde Rice, then coming from Sean Calhoun, but couldn't get away from Morris. On the right side of the defensive line, comes through. And they look to kick this one away again. Snap is soft and into the hands, kicked away. And it's going to hit the 45.
Oh, I thought they were going to blow him up.
Yeah. I think he was just waiting for the ball to get there. He thought it was too early and didn't think he was going to catch it maybe. Gets a 7-yard return.
I'm like, why are you not fair catching it? I thought he was going to lose his neck there for a second, and instead it works out advantageously. Best field position of the night for the Rams at the Buchtel 45. Boy, what if it was raining today? This field would be just ruined. I mean, thank goodness. It looks better than I thought it would, really, Dave.
It doesn't have any standing
and there's
water.
Slippage, but it's not that bad. Oh, they switched there, and Powers was under center. He goes to running back spot.
Shepard looking. Goes short, but not in the right position. Pass intended for Nolan Palmer on the outplay.
Shepard didn't step into that throw. He threw that off his back foot, which often leads things to sailing. That time it just loses the velocity and goes down into the ground.
No zip.
Yeah.
42 seconds left here in the first. As
step and throw into your throw.
6-0 score.
Didn't have any pressure there, so he could have got rid of that one pretty easily.
And we have a timeout by Garfield, and we do. 42 seconds left here in the first quarter. Garfield wants to take a timeout on 2nd and 10. Want to let you know that City Series football right here on EPS 15, supported by Akron Public Schools, offering open enrollment, which allows Akron students to transfer to other Akron schools for specialized studies. Akron Public Schools at akronschools.com. Also, City Series football right here on EPS 15, supported by Akron Public School Career Education Department, where Akron students have access to over 1,000 different apprenticeships and can earn national credentials in career education programs before they graduate from high school. For more information, visit apscareers.com. So off the timeout, they'll be coming in. 2nd and 10.
Trayvon
off
Shepard.
The incomplete pass off of Shepard.
Yeah, 2 for 5 so far, Dave, for 48 yards.
2 big passes so far, 21 and 27.
It's been their offense, really nothing going
big play
in the run game so far.
So now they're going to come in 3 wide. Shepard takes it, looks right, looks right, looks right. Pressure coming, rolls right, looks right, throws it up top to his receiver, who turns in and grabs it. I think we're going to have pass interference, but he did catch it and then backpedaled himself out of bounds.
The question is which way.
Catch is good.
I think I tend to agree with the book of coaches that said that could be offensive pass interference, but he's calling it a catch.
So on the catch, let's stay with that. We have it going to, who would it go to? Powers or Lash?
Unless they pushed him out of bounds.
I don't think so. He caught it and
then it couldn't be a catch.
Oh boy.
We're not going to get a.
Well, luckily the band's here and we still have some music during this. Thank you, Buchtel Band. Looking for the official call.
Pass interference on the defense.
Decline it.
So that'll be decline. The pass is good.
Powers kind of went up. That ball was just kind of thrown up for grabs, and another 20-yard gain.
So that one was. Who caught it though? Was
Darian
it
Powers? Yeah, he just kind of went up and
great
muscled
job
that. Yeah, in
boxing
traffic.
him out and shielding him away, so only he could make the catch.
Again, they had 2 receivers right in the same area.
Shepard hands to Powers now right side. He'll gain 5 on the carry.
By far their best running play of the day. They got good movement up on the right side of the offensive line there.
Deron McGinnis on the tackle. 2nd and 5 now as we are
probably the last play of the quarter.
Clock is running, but they're not moving so quickly, and they'll just do it here for the end of the first quarter as Coach Sachs will pull him to the sideline. So at the end of the first, 6-0 your score with the Buchtel Griffins getting the first and only strike here off a 44-yard run at 5:15 here in the first quarter. Not able to get the extra point in there, but certainly a very pretty play in open space by Andress to get into the end zone. Want to let you know that City Series football right here on APS 15 is supported by Akron Public Schools, offering the Universal Breakfast Program to ensure a free breakfast for every elementary student. Akron Public Schools at akronschools.com. Not sure they're getting the homemade French toast that we made at the Schick household on this Saturday morning, but certainly very good things, and you don't have to make it or clean up after it. So that's
hey.
City Series
Huge
football
advantage.
also supported by Akron Public School Career Education, where adult vocational services have been providing career training to adult learners for over 55 years. Over 350,000 people have enrolled in the customized programs designed to meet the ever-changing needs of Akron area business, industry, and government. For more information, visit apscareers.com.
You got it. Buckeyes 14-0.
I got my Buckeyes shirt on.
A lot of
about
people
3
picked
layers
them to
down
lose
from
today.
there.
Well, I love when people pick them to lose because I worry when no one picks them to lose, like the Virginia Tech.
I have friends. He just sent me a picture. They're at the game. Apparently, there's a Jim Henson statue that him and his daughter were at. Sent me a picture.
Cool.
Being a Jim Henson fan as I am. Shepard hands the ball off. Oh man, he's got a lot of pressure in the backfield, and he has nowhere to go as he was taken down by O'Shea Foster and James Newell.
It's going to be a loss of a couple, it looks like. Yeah, when you're getting when Powers is getting first contact 2 yards in the backfield, you just don't have a chance to get momentum going. Penetration by Foster from his right tackle spot. He just won that battle up front.
Shepard comes in with the play. We're started here fresh in the second quarter.
That's a big play on 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 3 wide receivers. Shepard looking for the snap. Gets it, looks left, looking now right to the other side. Over the center of the field, throws it up to his wide receiver, but just over his head. His intended target was Nolan Palmer.
Again, they had single coverage. That time they went to Palmer, but still a huge size advantage over Cade, one-on-one coverage.
Kind of
they
back
did have
behind him from where he was running also.
They had Alonzo Wallace open in the flat early. Didn't really even look that way, though. 4th down. And we've seen him kick it before here.
4th and 8.
It's going to be Bunsen.
From the 24
yard
line.
It'll be a 41-yarder.
They're going to try it here.
We've seen
he kicked a
Borneo
30-yarder last
it.
time at Kenmore. So it would be Benzone.
It would be a 39-yard attempt.
39-yard attempt. Nailed a 30. Let's see if he can hit 39. Ball is up in the air.
Short. No, he got
it
there.
Is good. By about 5 yards it goes through, so he's able to hit the 39-yard field goal. You don't see that all the time, but that's why I think when you look at teams in the City Series, why they're so dangerous compared to the Griffins, looking for that top spot, is they can do things like that and put them one additional field goal away from tying things up. 6-3 your score with a 11:01 here in the second.
And what we see often is it's not so much who does have it, but who doesn't have it that often really that's the difference. But when you have one that's really good like this, and another team essentially doesn't have one at all, which a ton of high school teams don't. In a close ball game, that's a huge advantage.
Well, especially, certainly you want to win the City Series here, but as you get into, the playoffs, if you're able to qualify for that, games become tighter and each possessions become more important, and getting just some points each time is a nice thing. They're going to look to kick this one off.
And in these conditions, from 40 yards out, and like I said, he didn't hit it great.
Last night at Info.
Oh, yeah.
Probably hit
with that wind, he could have got
got
it maybe 50.
Ball is
especially
hit
in
at
the
the
second
25.
half.
Then it'll be picked up at the
Oh, they got
12.
numbers.
Comes this side, but man, a solo tackle from the ground. You got to give them props where props
That's
are
a
due.
big tackle because they had
Brian
3 blockers.
Moody Carter.
Yeah, 3
Kind of
blockers
slipped a
out
little
here.
bit, but still grabbed a shoelace to take him down. good perseverance for him to come after it and stay with it.
Boy, fall just smacked us in the face today, didn't it? Whew.
I have a long, two
Bye-bye,
short sleeve
70.
shirts, a long sleeve T-shirt, a sweatshirt, and then my jacket. Why? Because I've become old and I get cold too quickly. Gain of 1 yard on the
Sean
carry.
Calhoun again.
On the carry is going to be DeAndre Angus. That'll bring down the average of
Yeah.
44 yards. That knocks it down to like 21
Got
right
one.
away.
Got one there. But he ran in the arms of Calhoun, who
Marcus Cunningham, the right tackle, 6'1", 320. Big. What's that center? It's that tackle right now. Good pursuit on his man as he connects on the complete pass. It goes to Tyler Finn, his second catch of the day. 33 and 14 yards respectively on each of those. 47 for the total.
both of their receptions have been over the middle. They've done a nice job of keeping Rucker inside, not letting him get outside with his wheels, but he finds Flynn for the second time from that slot back position.
You can see him fine on your TV screen, but I have a post in my way now. Lean to one side.
Oh, bad snap.
Looks to go right side. Rucker still on his feet. Gets 10 yards and hit down, and he'll get a gain of 13 on kind of a broken play. And they move into Garfield territory, moving to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, good presence of mind by Eric Rucker. And he's a little combination of, yes, he can make people miss, but he can also deliver a blow with that 190-pound frame. Buchtel with back-to-back first downs is now in plus territory here.
Rucker gets the ball, hands it off. Running back right on through, runs one over, and will be just short of a first down, gains 9 yards. As he is lightning quick coming out of that backfield. Almost
Andrus
came
again.
too fast for Rucker to hand the ball off to him.
That's how you hit a hole. And there was a hole there too. The hole's not there for long, but it was there. And he hit it quickly. 2nd and 1. Good play to go deep. Good time to go deep here.
Well, they're going to load up with Finn and 3 receivers on the right side. Finn and Jamie Rogers up to the right. They go to the left side, trying to hand the ball off. Gets some luck with his defender falling in the backfield. Cuts back inside. A flag down, though. And that's not going to be good as Andrus on the carry. It would gain about 12 yards.
It's going to be Buchtel's first penalty.
I think they're still going to get the first down with a gain of 12. If it is holding, they'll move back 10 from the spot, which would be at the 20-yard line and come back to the 30.
It's going to be close.
I like my chances. Double down.
I say short.
I say first down. Oh! What a bad spot.
I'm on top of it today.
You are.
So instead of 2nd and 2, 2nd and 4.
Second and 2 now with 8:52 here in the second quarter. Let's try this again. Let's get the same result, though, without penalty. At the bottom of your screen, you'll have Derek Harvey Jr. Rucker takes the snap. Hey, now, slow things down.
Timeout.
Timeout before the call by Buchtel. So with 8:38 left here in the second quarter, Buchtel holding on to a 6-3 lead over the Garfield Rams. I want to let you know City Series football is supported by Akron Public School Career Education Department. Career education programs are supported by industry-based standards identified by 30 different business advisory groups. For more information, visit apscareers.com. Also, City Series football right here in APS 15, supported by Akron Public Schools with student opportunities in visual arts, including drawing, painting, ceramic, sculpture, photography, and computer design. Akron Public Schools at akronschools.com. Coming back out. Kind of an odd time to call timeout, but coach must have
Didn't like
seen
what
something.
they saw.
And second and short after the penalty. Can't give away the whole house of cards. So take the timeout, regroup. Looks like a very similar formation with Rogers and Finn up to the top of your screen. And Carl Thomas, I believe, at the bottom of our screen. That's kind of a new addition there. And Rucker looking everything over in the backfield. They look to hand the ball off. They do.
Nothing doing
and
there.
They don't get anything there. I think that's Marnell Turner. His first carry. Third down and 2. We've been at the spot, it seems like, for the last 5 minutes because we have. We got there, then we move forward, then we move back, then we've been stuck there twice after the timeout.
Yeah, 2 downs
8
to get 2 yards here for the Griffs. I'm
Rucker
sure this is 4-down territory.
Now has 2 wide receivers to his left. Rolls
Option.
right. Has the option there, waits for it, now kicks it out. The option was pretty far back, and he slid a little bit, and they're going to mark him down where his butt was.
Fumble.
I think they're going to say he was already down when he fell, and he would be down just short of a first down by probably about 2 inches, and they're going to measure.
That looked like it was going to be a big play because no one initially had the pitch man. They had the quarterback covered.
But he was so far behind that he pitched it back almost 3 yards.
Didn't have a good mesh, yeah.
Need to be more flat.
I say short again. No, not this time.
Nope.
First down.
First down. I thought it was short too, just by a little bit. He just kind of slipped a little bit and his butt went down and was touched, so that's where it ended up being. But gets a gain of 2, gets the new set of downs, and we continue this drive.
Yep, 6 first downs already for the Griffs.
You see drives like this and you say, wow, 44-yard run. What exciting time. As we've struggled to get 2 yards for this first down, but we did get it. Clock starts, team set.
Getting cold.
Here comes the wind. Rucker takes it. Oh, misses the handoff. Spins, we got flags down. Uh-oh. We're going to have a gain of 2, but flag looks to be about
That's in the
he meant to hand that ball off because he put it in the basket and he didn't take it. So he got, okay, I'm going to run with this, I guess.
Has to negate the run. They're going to take them back 10.
First and 20.
Yeah, it looks like it happened right at about the line of scrimmage.
It happened right when he missed that missed the cue to hand the ball off. I think the running back came in and kind of realized the problem and tried to make a play to stop him from coming in after his quarterback. But he got caught. The lawful eye of the referee.
Right back into the mud.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem for Rucker as he comes out of this if he's going to look to pass. And he does. He runs right through it into the grass. Now he's got some footing. He gets the ball delivered, and he'll have a gain of 9. Took a hit though, delivering that ball.
Yeah, he did. I think it was a good hit. I think it was
a clean hit.
Yeah, about a step on time. He delivered it though.
Well, and I think he kind of planted into it a little bit, and he got hit. Derek Harvey on the catch, and Nolan Palmer with the tackle. So he gains 9, sets up 2nd and 11. 7:18 here in the second quarter. Rucker gives Jamie in motion. Motion comes down, doesn't go that way anyway. Hands the ball off. Wow, breaks another tackle. And DeCanter has just been able to do really well coming through that line and kind of being slippery enough to keep moving and gain another 2-3 yards after first contact. Flag down.
That's an unsportsmanlike. Just can't have it, man. Just can't have it.
Unsportsmanlike on the Rams, so the play is going to count.
And twice it's happened on plays where they've had them stopped.
And it's going to be a big one. It's going to take them all the way to the 15-yard line.
15-yarder.
It moves them
Had
nicely
nothing to do with the play. You know, you're
into the
15
red
yards
zone.
away from the play, too. I truly
I'm
didn't
sure
see
it
what
had
happened. I
every-
saw
I'm
the flag, but
I'm sure it
I
had
saw
everything
two
to
guys
do
out
with
there.
A play. Maybe
It was
not
something.
that play. Some slipping in the backfield, and it continues after they hand the ball off. Kurt Jones.
Andrews
No,
that time
Anderson.
slips.
Huh.
That looked like a legal motion to me.
Well, I think he slipped. They let it go. Because he came across for the end around again and then slipped in the middle of the field. Even if he wanted to stop. You see they're trying to clean the cleats at the, I don't know if you can see in the bottom of your screen upstairs. Feet are trying to start cleaning the cleats out. We're in the second quarter. They're all full of mud. Two at the bottom of your screen with Gamble and Flynn.
2nd and 10. They can get a first down without scoring here. Oh, broken
Goes
play.
Right, broken play. Rucker looking, has to carry it himself. Breaks one tackle. Oh,
No,
his
he
feet!
didn't.
And he's going to go in for a touchdown. Can you believe it? 15 yards out on a broken play. Goes to the left side. He breaks the first tackle by lowering his shoulder. This is the quarterback, folks, and then he continues, and at the goal line, pushes his way through the pylon and gets the touchdown.
Hey. And the Garfield defender put a big hit on him. You got to wrap up, though. I'd rather see him tackle him by his shoelace, because what happens when you don't? He bounced off of him, and all he had to do, credit to Rucker, stayed on his feet. Go ahead and cue that one up for the highlight reel, APS 15.
A great,
I'm just seeing that one online. Peter, you got that?
A great run by Rucker, and gets the press box here as well as the crowd below us psyched up, looking to go for two. This one not as exciting. We're going
Did
to
he
push,
get in?
but I don't think we're going to get in.
Close. Good effort.
So great effort by Brandon Tuck Hayden. Is that who ran the ball? Yeah. So just short. He needed two, got about 1.5. But it'll give them a score of 12-3 as they score here 6-14 in the second quarter off a fantastic play by Rucker that wasn't really designed that way, but a playmaker was able to make a play out of it as Rucker comes in, lays a big hit on the defender, stays on his feet, continues down the sideline, and then pushes his way in like a bulldozer in the construction yard, getting into the end zone.
3 carries, 24 yards, and a touchdown for Rucker. Also, he is 3 for 5 through the air for 58 yards. So in kind of adverse conditions, he's been more than solid so far.
It's actually pretty good conditions if you're playing football. It's just the sitting and watching that the
The field's a little slick.
You
You don't have great footwork. It's a slow track. Let's put it that way. But some guys are mudders, man. They like it. Especially if you're not that fast, because it slows everybody else down. So it evens out the playing field if you're a burner.
You kind of directed that at me, Joe.
No,
I know.
I
I'm
haven't
not
raced
the fastest guy. This is where I could have a chance. I could make a play, one good cut.
I'm neither
I
a
might get
sprinter
25.
nor a distance runner. So
unfortunately, in football, being a distance runner that's slow isn't really helpful. You tend to get caught by all the other players on the field. And we've fallen off the tee again. It is a bit windy out there.
yeah, I agree.
Not really steady, but in gusts. And looking to kick this one away now with a 2-score lead. And and kicks it away straight up and
Short.
down the center. Going to be at the 30-yard line. Returned and get to the 35. Dances around and gets to the 36.
Secure that
on
ball.
The return by Nolan Palmer gets a return of 6 yards.
Yeah, saw that ball. A little Walter Payton style, but tuck it away.
Here's what, and we've seen, I really like it out of Decanter when he comes out of the back. There's no cuts. He kind of stutter-stepped a little bit on the return, did Palmer, but he just comes out of the backfield like, that's my hole, I'm going through it, whether it's open or not. And you saw kind of what can happen with Rutgers play. You just keep running straight and wait for them to take you down.
See if they maybe try to use the size advantage on the near side with Lash. They've gone to it a couple times.
Nope. Hasn't even looked that way, going left side. Still a size advantage on that side, and we're going to be just short of the first down, a 9-yard grab for Palmer. No, Nolan.
Yeah, no, both, Nolan Palmer.
There you go.
9 yards.
Nolan Palmer.
Nice safe throw. I like seeing that on first down. Now you got all kinds of options here on 2nd and 1.
Tavares Bushner on the coverage
go deep
there.
here. 2nd and 1 is like guaranteed go deep.
That's what they call profiling.
Don't get sacked. Go
Joe.
deep. I don't care. I'm going deep.
And there goes safe route. And it goes Grant. He's going to lose 3 yards on the carry.
Like I said, I'd rather see him throw it up for grabs here. Let the big receiver go get it.
Now you're going to need to go potentially to the passing game because the run game has been less than mediocre. They're down, everybody. Get the lightning bolt sound effects in the clock tower.
2 yards rushing on 9 carries for
Oh,
Garfield in the ball game.
2 wide receivers up top. They just moved the tight end to the other side. Shepard warming the hands up. It's about 35 degrees. Wind chill of 25. And they look to hand the ball off to Powers.
Maybe 2.
And 4th and short. What are we doing, Coach Sachs?
Oof.
What are we doing? I don't know. Offensive coordinator not very happy with the blocking
Maybe
scheme that they
try
have
to
by
draw
the
him
line.
off sides here. It's awful early to go for it.
4:30 left here in the second quarter.
Watch out for a hard count here.
Never too early. Joe.
This isn't a video game. You can't go for it all the time.
Hey, 2nd and short, and we're going to have a timeout by Buchtel. And it's confirmed there as they got to take a look at what they set up with. And now they will take a timeout to try and make it a turnover on downs is what they're hoping for as the Griffins call the timeout. 4th and 2 here with 4:18 left here in the second quarter. The Griffins up 12-3.
And we saw in last week's broadcast partner, this can be a big decision. We saw, I believe it was Kenmore that faked the punt, and it did not cost them, but it certainly could have cost them. They could have played the field position game, and they went risky and actually tried to fake punt, and Firestone covered it up real well in our broadcast last week. So Garfield with a lot of options here. They can kick it away, they can keep it on the ground, or they could set up in some kind of a fake or a trick play type formation. I still like that the halfback option with Powers, run pass option maybe.
Yeah.
But it's tough against Buchtel because they get at you so quick. Anything that's a long play, a reverse or something wide, it's hard to run. Number 1 with these conditions. Number 2 with their speed.
Well, and if Powers gets under pressure, he's not going to try and make that short throw.
They're going under center.
Shepard, offset I formation, hands the ball off.
Oh, they got it, and then some.
Side, and he gets 6 yards of gain and moves into the other side of the field, and most importantly, gets a first down.
Well, that's real encouraging for that offensive line in the run game, which has pretty much been stuffed so far. But nice job sealing on that left side of the offensive line. A real good job blocked by Rico Harper on the play there.
Looking to run, little trick
Razzle
play
dazzle.
here, back and forth. Shepard gets it back. He's not throwing though, he's running, and all that dancing.
Yeah,
gets
nobody
him
to
1
throw
yard.
to.
So, like, I'd rather have a creative play call that doesn't work than never see the creative play call at all.
Oh, I like it. I love it. especially in that situation. It doesn't lead you for a 27-yard loss. It's not that high risk. You just got to handle the football.
Well, on 1st and 10, you're not also at 1st and 28 as we've seen before. That's not the time to be getting out the trick playbook. You got to get something positive each time. 2 wide receivers at the bottom, 1 up top. Some friends in the backfield. Shepard looking right, goes up top left. Has a man there on the seam, but about 5 yards too deep.
They had Lashbrook wide open on the right side. He went for Palmer on the left side.
Didn't even look
No.
at the right side, just stayed on the left was Shepard. And 3rd down and 9 now.
And we can see it here, but to be honest, you don't have time to go to 4 options. A lot of times in high school, it's a 2-read option. You're deciding pre-snap what side you're going to. A lot of times by alignment or matchup, and then you're reading 1 or 2 guys. You don't have time to read 5 and 6 guys, and guys aren't experienced enough passers to be able to do that at this level.
And certainly, if you have that college prodigy quarterback, then you're able to do a couple more things because of the gifts they have been given.
Now, offenses are a lot different now, but I can't remember in my playing days ever throwing to any lower down than the 3rd option. And it will really, we usually have more than 3 guys out. Tight end and 2 receivers. There weren't 5 wide. The spread formation 20 years ago was they still used double tight ends. They just would spread out the receivers farther, or you'd go twins and spread them out wider. It's amazing how the game has evolved. I think some a lot good, but I don't think a 57-49 game is. That's more arena football to me. I still think a much better game is a 17-14 game because all those plays become so much more important. But
well, it's like the 1-0 game in baseball.
Well, I thought last night I thought the Royals 2-1 win in 11 innings was much more exciting than the Cardinals 9-8 win against both 8. Both were great games.
Shepard rolling left, looking there, short pattern,
great
gets
throw,
it, and puts
great
it right in a
pass.
nice window to Palmer, and it's going to be a 14-yard gain and a 1st down, and they move the sticks.
91 yards passing for Shepard now, 5 of 10.
That might be the first 100-yard passer we've had.
I think Firestone the first game because I know the receiver had 150 yards himself.
That's true.
But that was late and it wasn't in crunch time. Juggles, but hangs on.
He'll get 9 yards again, kind of going to the same play, just a little shorter. Again to Palmer.
If you can get 9 yards on 1st down, you want to run that play about 10 more times. And then when they jump it, then you got the double move. You're setting up the double move with that.
Yeah. Which we've seen already.
Because Buchtel will jump that.
No.
But they do have such a size advantage with their receivers.
On both sides, too.
Yes.
So it's hard to. That snap goes right over his head.
Wow.
But he doesn't go and get it. What a play. Goes right over his head, but too slow to get to it. Darren McGinnis slides in and goes and gets it. And then on the turnover, they'll take over. A great offensive series kind of for Garfield. Gets him moving, pass and play, going here and there. And it's not an interception. It's not a fumble. It's a bad snap that goes over his head. He kind of thinks he has some time.
And there was no semblance of that the entire game. I haven't seen one bad snap. Now, they've been under center a lot. But they've gone from the shotgun, and there haven't been no bad snaps. And that one was just awful. McGinnis got on that in like a half a second. Option coming left here.
He cuts in.
Fumble.
And then we got a ball down.
That's going right back to Garfield. Nope.
Ooh.
They're not going to call him down. 66, Antonio Morse on the recovery. Yeah, I don't think he was down. Antonio Morse on the recovery. Number 66.
Hey, we gave it up and we get it back.
Yeah. consecutive plays. Good lick. I don't know who delivered the second lick there because it was in traffic, but that's the one that jarred it loose. And he was awful close to the ground, but we had a pretty good angle. It looked like it came out. It did not look like the ground caused that fumble. Looked like the hit did.
Yes.
You actually agree with me?
Yes.
Awesome. What is going on?
Offset eye.
World might be coming to an end, folks.
Back-to-back games, Joe. That's all it is.
You're tired.
Just worn down. That's all. Grant goes left side.
Grant's
He's
got a shot to get outside there.
You get to take home a football player today. Terrence Grant.
We said it before about him. It's Terrell Pryor when he runs.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like he's running fast because he's got those long strides.
I think probably this gentleman.
What did you do?
Is yours?
Oh, player down on the sidelines. We're at 2:17 left in the second quarter.
I have no idea what's going on. Oh,
Player down, yeah.
I was helping someone with their keys.
down. Boy, if Garfield can score here, it really would flip the script here and make things interesting.
Well, you'd probably be able to get the extra point given the kicking game.
Even if they can get a field goal and get it to a one-score game, yeah.
Well, you get it under one score because they can get them 10.
Right.
So they'd be able to take
Well,
the lead
yeah,
on the next
touchdown would
possession.
be
Huge.
vital.
2:17 left here in the second quarter. That's good news. To see Terrence Gainer.
How's your chair? Comfortable? Oh,
it's metal and cold. It was a little wet when I got here. But I'll survive.
You're
Why?
tough. You're tough.
Because there's football on. I did get home last night. I was like, she's talking about something. She's like, you're on Facebook on your phone for a while before the game. I was like, yeah, I was at Penn Station. She's like, what, you were what?
What had happened? Well, yeah, we always get in trouble for that. Yeah.
She's like, why'd you get down there early just to sit at Penn Station? Well, because I beat traffic. That's good.
So why'd you leave so early? You
'Cause I wanted to beat
win.
traffic.
Option left, back to Grant.
Grant gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
No gain there.
He lowered the shoulder, but that's all he could do.
Well, instead of spending a half hour in the car sitting in traffic, I sat at Penn Station and got some French fries.
And a sandwich. You didn't tell her that, did you?
I said French fries. She didn't ask anything more. I was
Did
in
she
trouble
give
for
you
the
that? Didn't she eat before you went?
She's like, hey.
That was planning.
And then I just said, listen, I'm allowed to use my allowance on what I want to use.
Third and a short 5.
Shepard needs this one here. Looking over the defense. Blitz looks to be coming.
Hard count.
They were letting them go.
Is that a screen? Looked like it,
looked
right?
like it was
Is that
gonna
why
be.
both those guys
I hope so.
went down? They
That's
were
what I
selling something, but it just a half count too early.
I'm down.
Man down. Man down.
3rd and 10 now.
There we go. 3rd and 10.
Looking, motion still moving down the line. Shepard, lots of pressure. Uh-oh. And
Pocket.
we got a sack. And it'll be a loss of 7. And we got a flag down the field. So that's not good either.
Samar Griffin and O'Shea Foster. This can't be another one on Garfield, can it?
I don't know.
I think Garfield might be getting a break this time.
Let's see what he did.
I think it's usually on the guy that's going like this, Dave, right? With his hands out. Like, well, what did I do?
What? That's what every player does.
Again, it was so far away from the play that I certainly didn't see it.
Personal foul.
A blow to the head.
So the sack plus
It's
penalty.
going to get close. Going to be short still.
4th down. And
No, this will be
very
3rd down again, I think. No, it's 4th down.
Yep. See, I'm looking. I just look at the referees. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, they got it.
Well, at least gives me a decent head start. I would not follow that advice when I am refereeing, because that may not be your best bet. Yeah, he was about 15. They should
Isn't
be
a
closer
personal
on this
foul,
fourth down.
automatic first down?
That's what I was going to say. I thought personal foul was an automatic first down. But
That's what we're all asking up
They
there.
are not going to talk about it. Maybe they're taking it from where the ball is. It looks about where the sack was, plus 15 yards. Grant moving into the top of your screen, up to the top, wide out position. Shepard looking his way, looking for him, has pressure coming, gets it away. It's there, and just in and out of his hands.
I thought no way I was going to be out of bounds, but great ball. Grant cannot haul it in.
So a big play on fourth down, though, as they go for the end zone. A little short path, and Coach Sachs is still talking to him about where that spot is and why it's not an automatic first down. And I've seen that.
Well, I think
the spot was poor.
Shouldn't it be from the line of scrimmage? Or is it because it was
Could've
after
been
the
after.
play, maybe?
That's what it looked like.
Yeah, because it was after the play. Then, so if it was after the play, that would have been the line of scrimmage. Oh, you're so smart.
But he still got the.
And now you got to hold here. 45 seconds left.
Here in the third, yeah. Oh, it's
Buchtel
getting
runs
chippy.
a trap.
It's getting chippy.
Fullback Spencer on the run. That looks like
one on the run.
That looked like let's get into halftime with our 2-score lead.
Yeah. So
Did they wind it yet?
Quarter.
If they didn't wind it, they can go. Nope,
quarter.
they didn't wind it yet, so they don't have to run another play.
So 18 seconds.
Don't have to snap it.
They'll come in.
But if I'm Garfield, I'm getting deep here just in case.
And the knee is how we'll end it here. So at halftime, 12-3 is your score, as they were able to get one more touchdown on the Rucker run. Their first score was in the first, but the Rucker run here in the second quarter at 6:15, able to get them up 12-3 here as we head into halftime. We'll take a break and be back right before the second half with our first half summary. Welcome back, as now we are just moments away from the second half starting here on APS 15. Dave Schick and Joe Buchansky, and Joe has your first half summary.
Buchtel leads 12-3. They will receive the second half kickoff. For the Griffs in the first half, 2 touchdowns, one for Rucker and one for Andrus. 2 big plays. Rucker on an 11-yard highlight reel type of run where he bounced off a couple of huge hits, delivered blows, and found a way to get in the end zone. That was their second score. Their first score was Andrus from 44 yards out as he made a couple moves, and the biggest play by far in the ball game. Passing for the Griffins, Rutgers 3 for 4 for 57 yards through the air. And how about Shepard, Trevon Shepard, 6 for 12, 99 yards. Darian Power's been held in check, 8 carries, 11 yards. Total yards in the ball game, the Griffins with 170, I got it here, 168, and the Garfield 100 total yards. A couple costly penalties have cost the Rams here as they trail 12-3.
Anyo gets it to the 37-yard line on the kick. It's going to be returned to about the 27-yard line, I'm sorry. So about a return of 18.
Good return there by the Griffs. The Buchtel offense has had a couple of big plays, but the Garfield defense has done a nice job. A couple of mistakes and penalties have really been the difference in this game. And Buchtel's made just a couple more plays, and their defense has made a couple more big plays. They go trips here right side.
Rucker under, taking a direction, looking right, hands the ball off, hitting the backfield, down for no gain.
Calhoun again.
Yeah. DeAndre Andrus on the run, gets no gain, 2nd and 10.
Sean Calhoun has been a disruptive force senior captain for them, in the backfield regularly. Reverse.
On the reverse, coming up to the top of your screen is Thomas, but he's pulled it 6 yards back, breaks the tackle, gets back to the line of scrimmage. He's got 10, 12 yards on an outstanding play and second effort by Carl Thomas, the senior, on the end around. And uh-oh, we got a scrum going down there. There's a flag. There's another flag. Putting coaches back in their order. The referee on this side putting the coaches back on the sidelines. Coach Sachs halfway out to the field. No one's talking to him.
I don't know what precipitated that, but you said it when things were getting chippy at the end of the first half. This is going to be offsetting unless we miss somebody throw a punch or you know,
to the head, yeah.
a really late hit or something like that precipitated all of it. Man, it looked like Palmer had contained, too. It looks like he was going to keep him from getting outside, and then he slips, and then suddenly it's like the sea just opened up for Carl Thomas, and he got a nice gainer.
We're like, he's going to get him down.
Yeah. Oh, that's going to be a big loss. That was going to be a 6-yard loss, and it goes for a 12-yard gain. Oh, they might be kicking guys out because they're going to the scorecard here.
That's on both sides. Oh, boy. And we're talking with players.
45. Now. Or is it 25? Or was it 25?
What?
Who they're ejecting. Can't be 45 because they don't have a 45. Maybe not. I mean, maybe they didn't eject anybody. Maybe they just gave you the numbers of the guys that committed the infractions.
Might be something the coach wants to know. Big toss out, and he can't hold on to it. That was almost a 7-yard pitch.
Rucker going to take the loss on that one.
Yeah, and that's going to be a 10-yard loss for him.
But a nice job by Andrus covering it up. Again, it was just too much. It's too far of a pitch. It's almost a throw there. Loss of 8 there.
You don't even have the sticks right. What are the sticks doing? Wake up.
Personal foul
Uh-oh.
against Buchtel. So we have a bad loss of 10 yards, minus 15 yards for the personal foul.
It's still going to be second down.
Second down and 25.
Second down and Summit County. Second and Summit.
35.
Second and 35.
Ouch.
You got to play in your playbook for this. It's called punt. No, not on second down. It's like go deep.
They still have 2 more downs to try and figure it out.
Yep, that's
Take
it.
the pass, hand off, right side, try and make a play. And get a little farther to about the 47-yard line and mark him at the 45.
And that was a clean hit. He wasn't out of bounds, and you shove him out of bounds. If he's not out of bounds, that's a good hit.
Got 11 yards on the carry. Ball's a little low on air. We're going to get another one.
Get half of it back, and now you got a choice to go to the draw again. That beat Oregon, by the way, the other night. Arizona had a 3rd and 22, and a draw play went for 23 yards. That's when you know you're getting beat.
4 wide as now we have 3rd down and 25. Looking here on kind of a cross pattern.
It just didn't have a good
nothing
grip
good
on
there.
that. It looked
4th
like.
and 25, and they'll punt it with 10:24 in here in the 3rd.
So Buchtel self-destructs a little bit in that possession. A bad pitch, and then
lose 10 yards on
Temper.
the pitch, and then, well, and Tempers before that, lucky for both teams, were offsetting on that aspect.
Mm-hmm. It's tough in football because you guys are smacking each other. Guys are talking. You want that aggressiveness, but you got the switch to be able to turn it down, up and down.
Ooh, almost got it.
That's not gonna be roughing though. That's got to be running into the kicker. That can't be roughing.
That's what it looks like. He had a lot of pressure coming. The ball was down at the 12-yard line, but
Running into the kicker, I would decline it if I was Buchtel. Nope, they're going to pick it up. Says he was shoved into him. I was going to say the contact was not, I think it warranted a 5-yarder, but not a personal foul.
luckily they just saw a good kick, so the rest of the
We
flankers went out to go get it.
We saw Kenmore punter get leveled with no call in our last telecast. I mean, he could have been shoved into as well or been a great actor.
He was kind of by himself, in my opinion.
I think he maybe is starring in Oliver Twist here. If that was the case. And Garfield back with it, trying to get some momentum here.
And we talked about trying to get a score before halftime. It didn't happen. Now they're going to look for it here. The handoff to Grant on the counter. And he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Gets about a yard when he fell. 2nd and 9 here. At 10 minutes left here in the third quarter.
Gotcha.
I can smell some food. It smells delicious. I don't even know what it is. It smells good.
Delicious.
It smells like French fries or something.
Go back to the Wildcat here with Powers. They're going to get this play off. They're going to get delay game. Yep, and there it is.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, they. That's the thing. We talked about that last night, where everybody you get to the line and everybody looks because they change the play at the line of scrimmage. If you're going to do that, then you got to get to the line of scrimmage, whether it's the coaching staff, whether it's the players. You got to get up there faster.
Yeah.
Then that happens.
2nd and 15. This time they know what to do. Pitch out to Grant. Grant right side.
Really good pursuit by the Buchtel
yard.
defense. Always seems like they have 1 or 2 extra players out there. That's what pursuit to the football does.
9:15 here in the third. And a long third down situation for him.
I'd like to see him go at Palmer or Lash here, use their size out on the perimeter.
Here we go. Long third down situation with Lash and looks like Shepard at the bottom of your screen. Shepard or Powers? Nope, neither one. Shepard in the backfield, gets the ball, runs right, and going to be taken down for a sack. O'Shea Foster for the Griffins takes him down, and Shepard's hurt. He's still on the ground.
Pocket just collapsed on him. Looked like he was kind of thrown down. I don't know if his head hit or if maybe just the wind knocked out of him.
They're taking a look at him, though.
Take a look.
So it would be 4th down. Haven't changed the marker behind Shepard. There it is. And a loss of 2 on the play. And we're going to kick it away when we figure out what's going to happen with the injury here. The City Series football right here on APS 15, supported by Akron Public School Career Education, where over 95% of students have passed the Ohio Proficiency Test or the Ohio Graduation Test and earned a high school diploma. For more information, visit apscareers.com. Also want to let you know that City Series football right here on APS 15, supported by Akron Public Schools, offering the International Baccalaureate program right at Firestone High School. It's a rigorous 2-year program designed to meet the highest academic standards for any high school student in the world. Akron Public Schools at akronschools.com.
Trevon Shepard, the injured ball carrier there, he is sitting up now. They had him not moving there for a while, but he is sitting up as the training staff and the coaching staff is attending to him. 12-3 our score here. The Griffins lead and force another 3rd and out. Garfield going to be punting from deep in their own territory. Big concern is the health of Shepard, but boy, they do need him on the field because he gives them that dual threat option, especially with his ability to throw the football.
And he's standing up, but it maybe the head, he kind of wobbled sitting up.
I think maybe he kind of swung over and maybe hit his head on the turf.
Yeah. He's on his feet, which is good.
Yeah, absolutely.
But walking off under his own power.
I'd say gingerly, to say the least.
So now they'll come out with Grant punting this one away. He'll be about at the 8-yard line, kicking this out. 4th and 15 is where we're at.
It's high and it's short.
Kick very high, hits at the 40, bounces back, comes back to the 37-yard line, and the Buchtel Griffins will take it from there.
Good field position for the Griffs.
They're not really out of it, not really in it. The Rams kind of playing back and forth. Would love to get that touchdown to be a 1-score possession away, but just hasn't happened yet. First and 10 from the 38. Rucker. He has 2 at the bottom of your screen, 1 at the top. Sorry about that. Handing off the ball off to. He gets to the line of scrimmage and will fall for 2 yards. Ball goes to Martinell Turner. Second and 8 now, as we have about 7:40 left here in the 3rd quarter. Top of your screen is going to be Aaron Sims. And you get 2 at the bottom. Rucker looks it over. 4 wide, now has a motion coming to the bottom. Looking right, looking. Pressure there, has it in the flank, gets a completion. Catches it at the 32 and is going to be taken down at the 23-yard line. So a gain of 9.
Yep.
And a first down, a little more than 9, really.
Good execution there by the Griffins as they just flood that side with the motion man, Carl Thomas, and a nice ball as Rucker just floats it out there and gives him some room to run after the catch.
So in the background, in the backfield is Andrus. And he's going to get the ball coming to the right side, tries to cut back left, cuts, nowhere to go. Loss of a yard, 2nd and 11. Antonio Morris on the tackle.
A really good pursuit by the Garfield defense, especially their front 7. Their interior guys are moving really well laterally to keep Buchtel from getting outside there, because you know if you do let him get outside, it's going to be a long
You got
or short afternoon.
2 big ends with Clyde Rice on one side and Nolan Palmer on the other. So a lot of height on each side of that defensive line. Or linebacker core, maybe considered linebackers, but they're coming out. And
that's coming back
down. And so a gain of 10 with the penalty.
Uh-oh. Calhoun looks like he's down. Holding or a clip. Holding.
Yeah, Calhoun is
kind
of limping off.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's might be like an ankle tweak. Not sure.
Something in the left leg.
Maybe even a cramp. way he's walking off. But I can't see him now. He's behind the rest of the players. Second and 19 now. I formation, motion coming to the bottom of your screen. Rucker drops the snap, comes back out, still hands it off.
Wow,
Has some
huge hole.
space, big hole, and will gain 7 yards on the carry.
Turner again. Good hit by Grant. He got low. Took
Turner's
out Turner.
third carry.
Just outside the red zone here. 3rd and 13 from the 25.
We got a lot of confusion on who's supposed to be on what side. And we're going to have to. They were very confused on what to do. Player movement all over the place. So it took the time out to keep position on the field. Want to let you know City Series football right here on EPS 15, supported by Akron Public Schools. For enrollment opportunities, akronschools.com, Akron Public Schools.
Smart choice.
Smart choice.
Now we're on.
We're opposite.
Now we're on dead air. Now is that? No, I can't hear anything. What did you do? How come I can't hear? What did you do?
I had to cough. I was trying to do it on the
Yeah, why are we on?
I just had to cough. I didn't mean to.
Now
do it
I
in
hear
your-
it better. What is going on,
It must
Peter?
be opposite. You must have picked up the wrong headset.
Oh yeah, I had to be.
That means I got dirty ears from you in the first
Please,
half.
I have the cleanest ears in America. Well, maybe not in America. Yeah. It'd be kind of hard to
Yeah,
test. I
but
would
that-
want to test it.
With that superlative, I know that they've been contaminated.
3rd and 13 for Buchtel as they talk about what they want to do and make sure they get themselves aligned correctly.
Set up again. They were supposed to be on the right side, not the left side. Rucker rolls right, has time, doesn't set his feet. Short throws a little bit in and out of the back of the end zone.
That thing seemingly stayed up there forever, but it
Grant and Powers there for coverage.
it was pretty much where it needed to be with no space to
Tyler
get there.
Flynn on the intended target. You gotta set your feet.
Yeah,
he had
ball
the
floated
time.
on him a little bit because where he needed to kind of maybe throw that with a little bit more velocity. They're going to go for it, looks like.
4th and 13.
Rucker now 4 for 8 passing. They got him for 67 yards through the air. Also a touchdown on the ground for Rucker. Go from the shotgun here.
4 wide. Shotgun Rucker. Gets the ball. Hard snap. Has to run it now. Nothing there. Runs forward. Breaks 2
Unbelievable.
tackles. Keeps going. Looks for the corner. Flag
late
down.
flag.
Oh, no. It would have been a beautiful 26-yard run for Rucker.
Unless it's a
It
face
is
mask.
right around the goal
Nope.
line. We got holding.
Yeah. 25-yard touchdown going to be negated.
And it looks like they would not get the first down on it. So it would be a turnover on down. So it's going to be even
No,
worse.
they'll mark it off from there, and it'll still be 4th down. It'll still be 4th down. Still be
Yes.
4th down.
4th down.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, 4th and 7 maybe.
No, 4th and 3. No, they're moving the chains. Huh. There you go. Shows what I know. First and 10 and first and 10 and a half to goal.
I don't get it.
It did not look that far over. It looked about at the 4-yard line. Oh, well, hey, what do I know? Just a guy in a booth with a microphone.
I mean, with that being said, the penalty had to be right at the goal line.
Yeah. Hands the ball off on the 1st and 10. He'll gain 3 yards on the carry. But he gets the touchdown taken away from him.
Andrus, the ball carrier there. Give him a couple.
He got 2, 2nd and 8. I wouldn't be surprised if they go up top to Tyler Finn on the top of your screen. If they are going to pass, but they're going to keep it on the ground. Big hit, and that's who came back in the game. Guess who? We haven't said his name in a while, Calhoun.
Yeah, he may have took a hit earlier, but he's delivering blows as well.
He's like a bowling ball out there.
That looked like about a 6-yard gain that he stuffed into a 2-yard gain. And by he, I mean Sean Calhoun. He's my MVP for Garfield right now, by the way, this game. Just letting you know. Not that you care. But
I do care, Joe. He's still limping out there a little bit. This play's taking a while to get him up to the line of scrimmage.
yeah.
3rd down
For
and
those
6.
back judges there.
Need 6 to get into the goal line.
5 down to 5. Just got that play off. Oh,
right
through
over the
hands.
on the incompletion to Turner, which is intended target for Rucker.
Turner should have had
4th
that
and 6 now.
Now, you go for it. This is a must. This is must.
You got to.
Must stop here for the Rams.
Still, even if you give the ball up, you're still not giving good field position.
Yeah, with your
anyway.
defense and your kicking game, I think you go for it here.
Of course, we did have. He was out here working on his kicks.
Well, they tried 1 extra point and they got blocked, and like I said, I think that was more Nolan Palmer getting through than I don't know if the ball would have been good, but it had no chance. He almost took it off his foot. But that's mute because
gonna go for
Buchtel going for it.
4 wide.
Maybe that quarterback draw again. Spread them out. They got them spread.
Rucker looks right. Pressure coming. Steps into the pocket.
That's
Runs
be a
left.
touchdown.
Now he's got to run up the center, and he is
close.
short. No indication by the referees, but it looks like he is short. There isn't a lot of space between, so you're basically in.
Yeah, you might measure here.
And we are going to measure.
Give him about 5.
I'm saying short. He looked about a yard or 2 short.
You can't tell though because of where the sticks
The angle, the lack of lines that are able to be seen.
And the sticks aren't taut. I think you. I'm not going against you.
Well, it does look first down though.
Yep.
Wow.
Wait, they haven't got it stretched out yet.
Wow.
They stretched it.
The chains were a bit misleading on the sidelines.
Again, you
Of
had.
course, I can only look at the yellow pylon because the other pylon for the end zone isn't up.
You had a chance to get Rucker again, and he gets away once again. You kind of got the feeling like that was the ball game for Garfield. And they didn't get in there.
Make the stop, turn it over.
The defense has been good. It just hasn't quite made enough plays. And now they've been on the field a long time, too, because the offense hasn't been moving the ball.
Calhoun's not feeling real well either. He's slow to put his head up.
He's battling.
I'm not sure what it is, but
looks like it's his left leg. I don't know if it's a knee or ankle, you said.
so 2nd and goal now from the 1. Rucker, he's going to keep it himself and dive for it. I don't think he got it either.
Got it that time.
He did get it on the 2nd effort. Rucker dives but extends the ball and gets the touchdown, and that moves us to 18 to 3. Our first score here with 2:26 in the 3rd quarter.
Man, this has been a long quarter.
It seemed like that last week too. Second quarter was just it just took a while. Some things you gotta wait for, Joe. Some good things you gotta wait for.
They're gonna kick it.
They are gonna try and kick for the extra point.
West gonna try to kick it, I think, east from our alignment. Now what?
We have a player off the field
Oh,
that's still down.
Sorry.
Which is odd because of, I don't think it happened during the play. Not sure, but he is too close to the sidelines potentially.
Yeah,
If
it's
you were to
number,
run
number
something.
35. Lafayette Martin is down for the Rams. And we have had quite a few injuries here in the third quarter. Penalty flags.
I think everybody could be up for frostbite. Ooh.
I thought it was getting warmer.
I heard it was snowing south of here. Harrison County reported
Stop
first
it.
snowfall.
No.
Yep.
Is that in the mountains?
It's southern Ohio.
The mountains. You thought about it.
It's hillier. It's not mountainous, though. So, I mean, depending on what you consider a mountain. Snap is down. Kick is up.
It's good.
It is good. So it's going to make it 19-3. And they've had plenty of time. The Rams have to kind of just hang around. Entire second quarter, they had opportunities, penalties as they get into Buchtel territory or fumbles,
Yeah,
turnovers.
Buchtel has not been explosive today, but they have been consistent. A score in each of the 3 quarters of play. And their defense for the second straight week has been dominant. Shut out last week, and they've kept them out of the end zone so far again this week.
Any mistakes they have had, they haven't really cost them as much
Right.
as you would think they would. Bigger penalties.
I mean, their rush
They
defense.
haven't really broke the big play. I mean, a
Their
couple
rush
big
defense
passing
has
plays.
been great. 6 yards has been Garfield's biggest rush. And their biggest pass play, 320-plus yard pass plays, which has been encouraging, but they haven't been able to put together any run game to go with that.
Powers and Grant back to catch this one. They're going to come out of the center of the field. Not sure if we're going to have assume we wouldn't have a onside kick, but there is more grass over there, so that makes it beneficial. He sits up on the right hash. 2:26 left here in the third.
But I think I'm seeing some rain, a little rain.
West kicks it. It is going to be
Offsides.
onside kick. And offside.
Now, is that rain or is that sleet?
That's snow, buddy.
That's not snow.
That is snow. Watch it hit people's hats. That's like hail or something.
It's going to be a 5-yard penalty and
And that'll clear out the crowds.
free kick.
Hey, if a cold ball game wasn't enough to keep you away, how about some snow, huh?
That's about it, though.
Freezing
It's
snow.
done. It's just a little cloud.
Just enough to bring you into depression. I get this. Pants and long shirts and sweaters. Trying to get a spot to get this ball up. Powers catches it but hits his own teammate, drops the ball at the 18. Big hit on Grant, but Powers continues. And he's going to get about a 9-yard return. But it's starting to get a little crazy with the Griffins trying to make those big hits. That's when you want to get a quick strike if you're Garfield. Hold him back at bay.
I go right at him. Shepard
Continues
back
to be-
in the ball game, so he shook it off.
3 wide for him. 2:19 here in the third. And they need a spark and a big one. Looking for a big play, try to throw, not there. Lots of time, still rolling right.
That's a
And
throwaway.
just throws it out of bounds.
Good decision by Shepard. Nobody open. I mean, they gave him time to throw. Just nice job of coverage by the Griffs.
So it's going to be 2nd and 10 off the incomplete.
Oh, my gosh.
And they are going to call it intentional grounding. I thought it was close enough. I know he's out of the pocket, but there's somebody there. Oh, and what got bad just got worse.
That's going to be a spot foul, lost it down. So that penalty is going to be
2nd and 20. Yepers. And I think I have at least one person upstairs, Peter George or cameraman.
I would not have called intentional grounding there.
Because why? It's windy, cold, and snowing.
I mean, it's an obvious
October.
throwaway, but how many balls are obvious throwaways?
Shepard, though. Uh-oh.
Oh, we got a
Metro
thunder stick on the
Metro PCS thunder stick in the middle. Gain of about 11. 4 powers running the ball.
Oh, man, this pencil's even getting colder.
Under 2 minutes in the 3rd quarter. That's why I put my phone in my pocket so it's not going to be, 10 degrees when I pick it up later.
Man, I sent a
Cold
text out.
phone.
We just had some sleet here. Just trying to keep the folks updated.
Honey, I'm working for you. It's sleeting and snowing and cold. I'm still here working the game.
It's a soup night. I don't know about you, but
3rd down, 3rd and 9. 3 wide, looking right. Has time, goes right. Thrown there and
a
just
little bit behind.
not in the right spot for his receiver to make the grab there. Devontae Lash, his intended wide receiver for Shepard.
Plenty of time. Again, the offensive line gave him time to throw, but the secondary of the Griffins, we saw this last week. It's tough to get separation against these guys. They're doing a nice job locking down those receivers.
4th and 9, you got to punt it away again.
Yep. And that's been the story here in the second half. Garfield won the time of possession battle in the first half. They've got 6 plays in this 3rd quarter. Buchtel's ran double that.
High snap again, kick is away to the right side, end over end.
Uh-oh.
And it's going to go out about the 47. I think I got a good spot to the 42.
He's coming up. No, he's going to tell him where to stop.
Okay. I was going to say.
Oof.
Well, 47 on the other side, close. 49.
18-yard punt.
Rucker comes back in. Wonder if we'll see maybe Bryce Taylor, come in, or Brandon McGinnis. Bring in the second quarterback here soon.
Too early yet, man.
Think so? Oh.
Absolutely.
16.
Still a whole quarter to go.
I know. It feels like we've gone through 2 quarters, though. Why is the 3rd quarter so slow? Man.
Right.
You have one little piece of candy.
Penalties, and injuries. Those 3 things. The trifecta.
Rucker hands the ball off, hitting the backfield, bounces. Loss of 1 on the carry. And on the tackle is going to be Clyde Rice and then Nolan Palmer.
Their defense, Garfield's defense, has been in position all day, but and really done well. Not the reason they're losing this ball game, but if they would wrap up, they'd be on the verge of, we might have like a 7-3 ball game instead of a 19-3.
Well, if you take the wrap up, Rucker doesn't make the touchdown play.
I mean, a
the
couple
last
of
2
fourth down
touchdowns.
plays too.
Yeah.
2nd and 11.
He's going to throw this time down the flank, caught. And he's going to be very close, cuts back inside, trying to get the first down, but can't do it. Tried to do a little too much. Devon Clinton keeps it from the first down, and it gives him a gain of about 7. Sets up 3rd down and 3.
That second cut, though, cost him any chance of getting the first down. If he stays outside there and even runs out of bounds, the one move is okay, but then you make that, if it's not one quick move, all you're doing is giving the defense a chance to catch up to you. But that play is seemingly there all day, partner.
Yeah. And that'll be
do
the
it
end
for
of
the
the
third
third as the Buchtel adds another touchdown, making it 19-3 here at the end of the third quarter. We have just 1 quarter left here of high school football on APS 15. Want to let you know that City Series football right here on APS 15 supported by Akron Public Schools, online at akronschools.com. Akron Public Schools.
Smart choice.
Also, City Series football coverage here on APS 15 supported by Akron Public School Career Education Department, where adult vocational services have been providing career training to adult learners for over 55 years. Over 350,000 people have enrolled in the customized programs designed to meet the ever-changing needs of Akron area business and industry and government. For more information, visit apscareers.com. 1 quarter left and really kind of a nagging one there for Garfield. I thought they were going to get something going at the end of the first half. Had the turnover, weren't able to get the ball back to do anything with it. And then here in the third, they just kind of lulled around and then ended up giving the touchdown on a very nice drive by the Griffins, but not able to close that gap as they were hoping to do.
Yeah. The Griffins' defense has been the story, and really the timely plays of Eric Rucker as well, as he's got a couple touchdowns on the ground.
Most of them on broken, and he's made a lot of great plays on broken plays.
3rd and 3.
Supposed to throw. We see another broken
Got
play
him.
here. Has his man wide open. If he can catch it, he gets it at the 10, 5. Touchdown, another broken play. He looks left.
Drill, man.
And there it is as it goes to Derek Harvey Jr. on the third side. On the left side. That should be what? How was our yard? 42-yard touchdown strike for Rucker.
Again, doing it with the legs, but it didn't just put the head down and run there, kept the eye up, and great job by the receiver. Started to come back to the ball, and then we scrambled his way, just made the move and left the defender. Easy throw and catch. Buchtel really looking good here in the second half.
I like Garfield coming into this game. Buchtel just hasn't made mistakes, continuing to make big plays. High snap off to the right side, able to catch it, get it down, and get the extra point. So with 11:50 here in the fourth quarter, Rucker sends it off to Harvey for, what was our yardage again on that?
42.
42-yard touchdown strike. And able to get the extra point on there, so it's going to make it 26-3, and that certainly opens it up. I think we've gone back to a little bit of rain now.
And for Rucker, he's now a very efficient 6 of 11 passing for 116 yards and a touchdown. Also 2 touchdowns on the ground for Rucker.
What's his rushing total?
He hasn't rushed it for much because he had a couple negatives because of he's rushed it 8 times, and he's had a couple negated by penalties for only 23 yards, but he's got 2 of them are scores. So he's just been very efficient today. Not explosive type numbers, but the Buchtel defense and offense, now they've scored, again, 1 score in each quarter. But what they've essentially also done with their defense, getting them off the field, is they've worn down the Garfield defense as well here late in the game. And as you said it, now Taylor is warming up on the sidelines. Presumably, if they get maybe another stop,
Grant
he can
slips,
still run it. Yep.
picks it up, but he's not going to get far. They're going to get to the 27-yard line on the return. Lost his footing again in that slippery spot. It's right in the middle of the field.
And Buchtel has a renewed energy. They're flying to the football, man. I think they sense the kill here. They're going for it, partner.
You saw once they were able to have some success moving the ball in the third quarter and then get in the end zone. Even with the penalties to keep them out, able to just kind of put him downhill the rest of the game. Powers in the backfield with Shepard, who looks to be taking the snap. Runs left is Shepard, has a man there, throws it up top, but
no. They're out of sync
coaches
now.
on the sideline.
Out of sync.
Feels like 37,
I was
Joe.
going to say, let's play a game. I was going to just ask you, did you just look?
I did look.
You cheater. You took away all the fun.
Oh, I looked earlier because I was freezing my hands off.
Freezing, and you just taken away all the fun.
Well, I can do something else with it. Just pick another location, Joe. You just got to pick another location. Watch this.
Here, fine. I got a location for you.
Oh, you do?
Yep, it's going to depress you.
What's the humidity?
What's the temperature in Punta Cana right now?
Punta Cana, probably about 87.
88 and sunny like it is every stinking day.
See, I have Cabo San Lucas. That's where my wife and I went for vacation.
I'm going to go 83 there.
84.
We are on our tropical destinations, aren't we?
Dial it in.
When was your last trip there? I remember you went.
We went, 2010? So 4 years ago. We took.
I remember, yeah.
We took my daughter when she was little before you had to pay for an airline ticket.
Yeah, right.
And went to Mexico, which is on the Pacific side. It's very beautiful. But it is not fun to have a 1-year-old on East Coast time.
Oh, yeah.
Because they wake up at like East Coast time. So we were like the first ones to the pool every day. Good pass there. We're going to have a first down. Good grab by Lash.
Yeah, needed 11, got 12.
But I think we were always the first one to the pool. We don't open till about 12 o'clock or 9 o'clock. Yeah, I think they open at 9. I was like, well, when you open at 9, you come bring the lunch menu because we're East Coasters and that's lunchtime. Okay, sir. That's usually what we do. We usually try and do like 2 meals and in the room or something with the kids because they just go to breakfast and they don't eat anything.
Yeah.
Eat about 3 chocolate milks and that's about it for breakfast. Oh, you get chocolate milk with that? Yeah. 3 chocolate milks later. I'm not hungry for the pancakes and stuff they brought. Yeah, I know. So we'll do breakfast in the room. So usually lunch at the pool maybe if we're down there. Or we'd come back for lunch and then do dinner.
3 yards on the ground for Power, 2nd and 7 now. Oh. I was hoping your talk would make me warmer.
I know. That's what it is me. I totally forgot we were playing a football game. Low snap, tipped up, and out of bounds. Lucky for the Rams. And you said it before, they were out of sync throwing the ball last time. Their offense is totally out now. 10 minutes left here in the 4th, 3rd down.
Only
7.
They just got their first down of the second half there on that pass play on 3rd and long.
And those short passes, we've seen success in the first half, second quarter, getting moving the ball well that way. Big receivers in space, but it seems like they don't want to completely go to that. Looking left, now looks right. Into double coverage. Sends it up, but gets hit. Had Grant on the short route as they went after Lash. Kind of had 3 guys behind him, but none of them directly on coverage. No, there you go.
That'll be a first down. A great throw there. That ball should have been caught, yeah. It could have been caught. I mean, it delivered a big blow, but.
He just kind of, as he grabbed it, kind of that first turn, had some contact right where he was bringing the ball through.
Almost looked like he anticipated, and he got good contact. It looks like he made Gator-armed it a little bit because he was anticipating contact to come, but nevertheless, that will be a first down for the Rams. If they ever mark it off. Oh, okay, here we go.
So impatient, Joe. There. It was only 3rd down and 7. Plus 15 gives you first down. You just got to mark it off.
8 penalties now for the Griffins.
That's what we talked about last week, that we
90 yards worth of penalties.
Whether you could get the Griffins to kind of give you some big plays penalty-wise.
Killed BYU in the college game I was watching. They were the most penalized team in the country going into the game. And there was a field goal where a guy just ran across the line. It was a 4th and 4. Led to a first down, and then they ended up scoring, ends up tying the game, completely changed momentum.
Low snap again.
Nobody's
Looks for the
open.
cross route, not there. Throws
Yep.
it to Lash, but almost intercepted by Hugh Cade, who we thought might have been thrown out of the game earlier, but
No.
just taken off the field, I think. That was maybe like a wink substitution, like, hey, these guys need to cool down.
I am
That's the right call.
definitely impressed with the defensive backs on the Buchtel side. They've been
Giving up the soft stuff usually. Been open, 7 to 10 yards out, but a lot of speed on the ends to kind of contain any running
Cade,
they're trying to do. Power is going to try the left side, and as I say, taking them down, just not able to get anything really. 3-yard gain will be 3rd down and 7.
.30 yards on 11 carries now for Darian Powers.
Shepard looking left, pressure at his ankles, takes it down for a sack. That's of the cover sack variety.
Brandon Tuck Hayden, the first man to get there for the Griffins.
Just so much speed, and the Rams kind of on autopilot here in the 4th quarter.
That pocket collapses, and unless there's somebody open right away, which there hasn't been.
Rams going to take a timeout at 8:38, 26-3 your score. Are we in running clock now here in the 4th quarter?
You got to get 30.
30 points.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it would be a touchdown and an extra point.
Oh yes. Want to let you know that City Series football right here on APS 15, supported by Akron Public Schools, offering open enrollment, which allows Akron students to transfer to other Akron schools for specialized studies. Akron Public Schools at akronschools.com. Also, City Series football right here on APS 15, supported by Akron Public Schools, offering the Universal Breakfast Program to ensure a free breakfast for every student. And Akron Schools at akronschools.com. I was going to try and
You were doing that without looking at it. Wow. Next level right there.
Well, I don't think the spots have changed in, 8 years since we've been doing this.
That's
So,
an ancient secret.
you're listening to the Akron City Series football right here on APS 15. And these are all of our radio call letters right here on the summit. APS, WAPS, and WAPS HD1 Akron. And WKTL Struthers, a service of Akron
that's
Public
old.
Schools. That is old. Revised 9/15/10. Yeah, 4 years ago. 4 years ago.
Fourth
Had
and
us
12.
on the radio.
Looked
Blitz
like-
coming. Steps into it. Throws it up in the air.
That was actually awesome.
No,
It
wasn't.
could have led to 6 points. But it's not. There was a receiver in the area.
Are we? Oh, man.
That's one of those things in films, like, don't do that, but yeah, it kind of worked. I mean, I thought the defensive back that was blitzing on the right side was offsides there.
2 words. It reminded me of Brandon Whedon.
No, the
A
thing,
little underhand one.
and I was a Whedon supporter at first, but the thing that got him is not once but twice. They were down to like their last play, and they had to throw it in the end zone, and he threw it 5 yards out of the end zone. So there's no chance to make a play when you throw the ball 5 yards out of the end zone on the one ball that you can't do that on. I seen him not do it once, but I seen him do it twice, and I'm like, this guy's never gonna make it.
I saw him throw it underhand twice. It was just as ugly.
Did it work?
Wow. None of them worked.
Nothing worked.
It wasn't a shovel pass. It was like a referee underhand spinner. Oh, boy.
That's a great
Holding.
play for a loss, and an even bigger loss.
Yeah, with a holding call in the backfield.
The one thing that football players don't learn any level, when you're beat, you're beat. You're better off to just stand there and be beat than to now cost us 2 mistakes. I'd decline that, actually.
You keep moving them back.
Decatur -4 on the play. Plus another 10 and yards and penalties now for the Griffins.
Yay! You're going to have to pay for your chalupa when you go to Taco Bell.
I don't get the chalupa. I've had them, but
I think the last Cavs game,
My
they did
favorite.
score 100 points, and I went to go get a chalupa.
I've been to 3 Cavs games in the last 2 years. I mean, they've obviously you're not going to get a ticket
You're
now.
not gonna.
but
You're not gonna see another
Kyrie
one for about
out
6
all
years.
3 times.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I think Kyrie. The last one I saw, Kyrie was out, but Dion was lights out.
Yeah, he was lights out in 2 of those 3.
Good play there.
And now he's your 4th option. Oh.
Yeah,
I'd take Dion as my 4th option.
Yeah.
They
He was
keep
good-
talking
he was
about,
good
hey,
at
let's
number
trade
two.
him. Let's trade him. How?
He's a good number 2 option, really.
And
Perfect bench guy.
And sometimes he'll be the prime guy off the bench, and he can
Yeah.
mix in with those other
Well,
guys.
especially when you have Kyrie, who may or may not make it the entire season anyway.
Pierce Taylor comes in under center.
Oh, good call.
In the backfield is, I don't know. Oh, there we go.
Here he comes. Big hit. Takes out the first one by lowering the shoulder.
Brandon Tuck Hayden.
Hayden.
They just had a sack on the other end. Tuck Hayden, 5'11", 205 pounds.
What's our flag
sophomore.
for?
I'd be hitting him low.
What's our flag for, though?
Where's the flag?
I thought they said there was a flag on the field.
No,
Oh, okay.
no.
That's what I thought I heard the announcer say. That's all.
Third and 10.
Taylor.
One thing
Out to
Hayden
the
didn't
right.
do, he went out
Here
of
goes
bounds
Hayden
there.
now.
We don't want Hayden going out of
And
bounds
gets
there.
about 4. Sets up 4th down and 6. So the penalty not enough. They'll punt it away. Some of the reserves coming in as we're approaching the 7-minute mark here in the 4th quarter. The game pretty much out of hand. They're trying to come after this one. Bring some pressure. Kick it, hits at the 32 and comes right back on up to the 34.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how it'd be. You gotta like throw all the flags and stuff as a football referee. I end up hitting people in the face and stuff with my flag. That's why I stick to basketball. It's right around your neck, there's a whistle. There's guys that carry in their hand too. I'm not good at that either.
Carry a what?
Carry their whistle in their hand.
And then
They like, and they just always have it in their hand, or they have like a little like
do most
like
of them have it in their mouth?
Most of them have it around their neck. It actually has like a little hook on your shirt. You can put it on your shirt.
So do you keep it in your mouth when you're running too? Or
Yeah.
no? Always.
You're supposed to, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But most guys will like they'll have it in their mouth to blow the whistle, and then it just
Let it go.
hangs on the lanyard.
Sure. Is
Some
that what
guys
you do?
just hold it. No, yeah, that's what I do. There's some older guys they like to hold on to it. Nice turns, extends the football
Palmer.
out.
That's going to be a late hit.
A late hit because he was out of
Absolutely.
bounds. So 1st down at the 45 for Palmer. And then the additional extracurriculars going out of bounds gets them, gonna get them another 15. Man, he got a bad spot.
Palmer, 4 catches for, oh, and you're not kidding.
Remember the referee is at the bottom. They're
Still a
gonna move him
first
up.
down. I thought it was like 14
Yeah,
yards.
they're moving him up. No, they're not. You lost a yard, Palmer. I'm sorry, buddy. Nothing I can do for you. Nothing I can do. I saw it. I gave you a benefit of the doubt, but I'm the only one.
I got Nolan Palmer with 4 catches now for 42 yards, and that little stop route's been their it's been their most effective
money.
play tonight. Yeah. And on 1st down,
You can bet the farm on it. 'Cause
I'd
it's been-
almost I say this about when teams run off tackle and they're getting 5 and 6 yards. Why run any other play? I'd go right back to it, like 3 times in a row, until you feel them biting, and then you do the double move. Boom.
Yeah,
boom,
but is it
gone?
But are you gonna? By the time you start biting on it, is it the 2nd time? Is it the 3rd time? Because that bite might take it the other way. Oh, what are we doing now? What are we doing?
This guy obviously does not know the Buckeyes are on. Oh, welcome. By the way, welcome to the Big Ten, Maryland. Oh, no, they got their welcome last week against Indiana. Welcome to the real Big Ten, 38-10 Buckeyes.
I have a good friend of mine from high school. I think we have a wardrobe.
Wardrobe malfunction?
No, he's talking. Too much talking.
Please reset the game clock to 8:50.
I think he'd like to.
No, we will not do that.
I think that's what I read from the nonverbal communication I got. Too much talking to the referee. And he said, no mas. To Grant. Oh, he fell down.
Now -2 or -3 on the pass?
-3 on the pass. No, but he's a Ohio State alumni.
Uh-huh.
And then he moved to Virginia for a TV job, kind of like a web designer for a TV station. And he met his now wife at a competitor TV station. So, but she's a big Maryland fan, and he's a big Ohio State fan. And he's like,
happy
it's a nervous household today.
Not for him right now.
Not for him, no.
But I mean, obviously Maryland and Rutgers both in the Big Ten for 2 reasons, and those 2 reasons are
media and money.
Media and media markets, both of them. Oh gosh, wide open. Hey,
wide open.
Double move.
Yep.
There it was.
You got to hit that double move.
You got to hit it.
Palmer would have had a touchdown.
Oh,
he had all day.
He had 5 yards on his. This is all the pump fake was. It was just a little, no big sell, just a little pump and go.
Well, it's one of those things where, for Shepard, you had about 20 yards. If you put that ball anywhere in 20 yards, he could run underneath and get it because he was 15 yards away from everybody else.
How many pass attempts do you think Garfield has in this game?
14.
21. This is a record for Garfield that I've seen. I mean, I've never seen him air it out this much. And it's necessity. You're behind and your running game's not been successful.
But kind of counter to what they usually are.
Snap it.
It is he comes off sides. Let's see. Jamie Rogers. I was anticipating.
That's exactly what happened in the college game I was watching. Just like that, on a field goal. There's no hard count, and it cost them a touchdown.
So we move forward 5 yards. Be 3rd down and 8.
Rogers.
Same play.
Rogers trying to take that shotgun snap there.
Well, now what are we doing?
He pointed at him. Put his hand down. Put his hand up. Put his hand back down.
And we'll move back 5 yards. 3rd and 14.
Now your turn to jump offside.
Did you see Coach Zach? He just kind of took his hat off and gave the little flick. He's like, he went like this. I showed him what he did, and then gave that look of the coach. What are you doing? Looks left, flank not there. Has pressure coming over the center. Throws it away, and now we got an interception the other way.
Could be 6. Nope, they corral him.
Good tackling by Powers to take him down, but he's going to intercept the ball at the 30-yard line and return it to the 45. So he's going to have a 25-yard return, does Cade. So Buchtel takes over with 5:30 left, and what will pretty much be get another 1st down or so, and
laid over the
get
middle.
on the bus.
Yeah, laid over the middle there, and Cade, as the ball hawking skills, he just took.
Well, he
took that in stride.
Came over trying to look at the flank. They covered the flank short route, which Buchtel has had success running themselves, and then looked over the front. But when he came back over across the field, he had a lot of pressure coming right up through the middle part of the pocket. So threw that ball probably a little too quick, and Cade able to pick up on it, intercept it, and give them the ball at the 46-yard line.
Pierce Taylor in at quarterback.
Hands the ball off to Tuck Hayden.
Good gain on 1st down for Tuck Hayden.
Man, Sean Calhoun just so slow to get up. I'm feeling for him, man.
He's had a good day.
He's had a good day, but he's earned
he's
it.
not going to feel good after the game.
Good news is you probably don't have to ice the leg because it's so freaking cold out. It's already cold.
They're probably not as cold as we are.
Yeah, they have more clothes on and they're running around. I'm sitting in a press box with the wind blowing. Toss the ball right side. Hayden, good speed. Just turns on. Goes to the side.
Turner gets the corner there.
And kind of the second unit kind of pumped up for the Griffins get in today's ball game.
And why not?
You got a lead out there early, most of the fourth quarter. We haven't seen any passes yet, but no real reason to yet as Taylor continues kind of leading the offense. He's had good work out of Turner. And now hand the ball off again. Similar play. We'll get about 4.
Inbounds.
They're just running it like regular. No additional things needed. Andrus on the run there. Andrus, let's see here. The senior. Who am I looking at? Tuck Hayden is a sophomore, so really still a lot of upperclassmen with Spencer, the senior, in the backfield.
He'll get it there.
Really, Taylor, one of the main underclassmen, kind of running things, but the running backs he's giving the ball to are all veterans.
Third in a little bit. You know what? Back-to-backs, I think I'm going to let you pick career education player of the game today.
That's good. I've been barely paying attention.
Well, you'll be mad if I give it to a quarterback again.
No, I'm not mad. Yeah, we changed it up last week.
Oh, we did. Yeah, that's right.
So another run, he gets a first down. But it goes up.
We explained that last week because we said no. It was no doubt Terrell Smith was the best player on the field for Kenmore, City Series player. You know, all team, first team, certainly candidate. We said he was the best player on the field, but the most valuable player was the guy that made the play to make the difference in the game. This game,
this one's been less debatable. As he runs, and we got flagged down. So about 11-yard game. It looks like we're going to have holding.
I got to tell you.
Holding on Buchtel. Repeat first down, 1st and 20.
Our referee is consistent because he loves dropping the hanky. And he'll drop it one more again. Today you got two options. You give it to your choice of who their most valuable defensive player is.
Rucker makes a pretty hard case that a defensive player.
But Rucker with 2 touchdowns, another one throwing in, and really very few mistakes in a game where that was really important.
Well, a lot of broken plays that he either made a good pass, good run, and the first touchdown run was fantastic.
And lots of times it was on 3rd and 4th down. He did his damage. He did his damage when the game was in the balance. You know, he made the clutch plays. Oh, he only threw for 116 yards, but he made the big plays.
Yeah.
He made the 4th down and the 3rd down and long plays that would not expose their defenses, but would have put more pressure on their defense because they've been on the field even longer.
Just under 2 minutes now left here in the 4th. Hand the ball off again on the ground and pound. Turns and turns and turns. And Turner continues to move the ball forward. It's about 8 yards.
He's down again, Calhoun.
Yeah, I think it's time to take him out. 1:47, they're going to take a break.
Yeah.
So But we're about 147 away from wrapping things up as we kind of look at some scoring drives and how things go while we have some time here with as I check him out. Is kind of looking.
You want a little score recap?
Sure. I had mine here, but I was.
No, you want me to do it?
Yeah,
You want to do it?
You can do it.
Oh, okay. It all started in the first.
This show needs much more of you and less of me. Go ahead.
No arguments, man. It all started with DeAndre Andrus, 5:15 mark of the first quarter, 44-yard run. PAT was blocked. That put Buchtel up 6-0. Well, then it was Garfield's turn in the second quarter. Vincent Bonio with a 39-yard field goal got them on the board. Their only scoring of the night. Buchtel scored one more time in the second quarter, 11-yard run by Rucker. 2-point conversion failed, and that's where we were at the half, 12-3. Second half, it's been all Griffins. At the 2:26 mark of the third quarter, Eric Rucker from 1 yard out. PAT was good to make it 19-3, and then Rucker at the 11:50 mark of the fourth quarter finds Derek Harvey with a 42-yard touchdown reception to make it 26-3. It's been consistent Buchtel all night. They're showing that they want that title back from the Orangemen, who won it from 2 years in a row, 2 playoff appearances. But Buchtel looks hungry, and they look ready to certainly challenge for that.
Yeah, it's hard to compete with speed. On the toss here around the left side and out of bounds.
I think through 2 telecasts, I'm more impressed with their defense too. I mean, their offense is explosive, but not as explosive as maybe we've seen in the past. But their defense, and really their offense is kind of it's in cohesion with their defense now. Their defense is kind of like that ball control. We're gonna. So their offense will play the field position game, and they can hit you deep. But they'll play that. We're going to grind it out if we need to do it that way.
Well, and so much speed in the backfield as far as DBs and coverage goes. And then a good amount of speed out of linebackers as well to contain.
The one thing, though, we've said twice that they need to. Now, they haven't been close games, but in a tight one against a team like Ellett, who doesn't make a lot of mistakes penalty-wise.
He has a man wide open. Oh! Kind of a tough thrown pass, but the first pass coming out of the hands of Bryce Taylor, the sophomore quarterback, in here in garbage time.
And good looking size out of him from a sophomore. 200-pounder. Throws a nice ball.
Yeah, that was on 4th and go for it. But an exciting play to get him with some play outside of scrimmages and working with the defense in practice.
Saw him a little bit last week too, and he didn't get to air it out, but he did there. Uh-oh, wind gust.
Certainly have another good game for you coming up next week right here on APS 15. As we're going to be having Ellett's first debut versus Kenmore in Ellett next week. Joe will have that game for you here. Solo. YOLO solo. Joe will have that. But that'll be our first look at Ellett as we're approaching 1 minute left here in the fourth. And they're sending people out of this ball game. yeah, he's out.
Powers on first down, gets about 3.
2nd and 8.
2.
But it'll be interesting to see. You have to kind of compare it to what we've seen. Seen a lot of Garfield here, as well as Buchtel, and how they're going to compare, because there'll be a game coming up later in this season that we'll have them together, and we'll have it on the 17th, so we'll both be here for that one.
Sweep outside for Powers. And he gets
good play.
He
gets about 18 yards on the carry. But the clock has about 25 ticks left. They're going to get the chain set and get it going. You got maybe one play if you even decide to run one.
50 yards on 13 carries for Powers. Let's see if they run another play. Doesn't look like they're going to run another play.
It wouldn't have to, but he's also coach. Usually is pretty good at bringing him off the field as soon as he knows he's not going to run
Nope,
one.
that's it. They're not going to run another one.
Yeah, so that'll be it. Your final score here, 26-3, as the Griffins move on. 2-4 overall. They stay undefeated in the City Series. Garfield moves to 2-4 on the season and 2-1 in the City Series. So both teams came into this one looking to get some distance between them and the rest of the field, and Buchtel certainly did that by score and also now by record as they played a good game throughout the game. Want to thank all of those that helped make this possible. Our producer, Ryan Dumont, our freezing cameraman, which kind of probably looks like Olaf by the time I get up there, Peter George upstairs. For Dave Schick, Joe Bukansky, want to thank all of those that make the Akron schools what they are, for the staff, the students, and of course the parents there at home. Thank you so much and take care.